Good evening. Tomorrow I have the utter privilege of going on the RTHK program The Works, where I'll be giving an interview and also performing one of my newer songs, What the Moon is to the Sea. The Works is a show that I've known about for a few years now, because some of the artists I look up to most from the local scene have also featured on it. And to get to be a part of that history is just truly, truly special to me. I can't wait to see how it all turns out. Leaving for RTHK now, and this really just puts into perspective how obscenely large my guitar case is. This is today's office with my dear friend Ian and this incredible backdrop. I thought long and hard about what song represents me best as an artist and as a person at this point in time. And I felt like with What the Moon is to the Sea, it really seemed to fit the bill. I think the way I wrote the song and the melody, it one obviously allows me to showcase what I think the best register for my voice is. And two, I've really been trying to just get back to the core of songwriting and getting back to delivering a message that's clear and powerful and one that hopefully resonates with people. And every time I perform it, I just well up with emotion, and I think that you can hear it in the performance. And lastly, I just thought, it would be so nice to do something a little bit different, and instead of bringing my band on, just have my dear friend Ian on cello to accompany me. And I think having that sort of setup, even though it's, a bit more minimal, I think it's just more raw, intimate, and in a way powerful, because I'm just relying on these few things to deliver my message, and I think it really allows each of those elements to shine through. After having my hair and makeup meticulously done by Sheila, I headed into the studio to start sound checking. So the plan was then to sound check for about half an hour, get accustomed to the environment, and then spend the next half an hour trying to get a good take for the show before the interview. And then at some point they asked me, all right, everything sounds good, do you need another take? And I was a little taken aback because I was still in sound check mode. And at that point I knew it was really important for me to just step off stage for a bit, gather myself, and get in the zone to do one final take where I poured everything into it. And that's the take we ended up using for the show. If you'd like to hear the full version of the song and the full interview, it's all uploaded on RTHK's channel.
Okay, Ryan, welcome to The Works.
Honored to be here. Thanks so much, man.
You're going to play a new song for us, I believe. Yeah. Tell us about the story behind the song and the name of the song.
The song is called What the Moon is to the Sea. And essentially it's a song about unrequited love and about how you might have these feelings for someone else, but in their eyes, they might not even have noticed you or considered you. And I thought about how to depict this more metaphorically or in a more pretty way. And I was just thinking, yeah, it feels a lot like I'm the sea and she's the moon, and the gravity that she's exerting on me is making me go up and down like with waves.
He'll illuminate every corner of the Milky Way, but he'll drift away. I tried to find a way up to your side, but love, I know I'll never touch the sky. But my heart can't see that you're out of reach. It still believes we're meant to be.
How was that for you?
That was fantastic. Thank you very much, Ryan, for having me. Our take, and hopefully the final take, was as we said, we're very spiritual.
I think I saw a little tear, just a little tear.
Yeah, yeah. I think for everyone filming as well. But yeah, it was great. So thank you very much.
No, it's yeah, couldn't think of anyone better to accompany me than this guy right here.
Thank you.
Also, on a side note, check out how decked out this guy's cello case is. What's your favorite sticker on this?
So many. But like I love like All Might from My Hero Academia.
Which one's that
All
one?
Might.
All Might.
Yeah, from My Hero Academia.
Nice.
Mandalorian's also pretty epic.
Yeah, there we go.
And then as a Liverpool supporter, this is.
Oh, I think. Oh, sorry. I mean, I just want to be diplomatic in case any of my fans are United fans. But hey, I see a new one here.
Yeah. My RTHK visitor.
Yes, sir. It's a nice spot.
Yeah.
I'm here with Diana and Yuki, the producers of the show, who took a gamble to have me on it. I owe this magical experience to them. So, thank you, RTHK. That was such a wonderful morning, and it all passed by in a blur. I just want to say how grateful I am to Yuki, Diana, the producers of the show, for having me on, and of course my dear friends Ian on cello and Sheila for helping me do the makeup, because without them none of this would have been possible. And also huge credit to all the sound guys, people on lighting, people who set up the stage, because by the time this vlog comes out, the performance and the whole show will probably be aired already. You'll be able to see the ethereal backdrop they picked, which consisted mainly of a moon and the sea, and of course it just fits the song perfectly. And yeah, it just really helped immerse me into that world, and I think I just gave the best performance I could today, and so in my mind it couldn't have gone any better. Also have to show my appreciation to the interviewers, Ben, for making me feel so comfortable and being so open to exploring my story and my vision. If you're a guitarist or you own any sort of like acoustic instrument, please be cautious about humidity and the environment that you leave your instruments in, because humidity can absolutely destroy your instrument, and getting one of these dehumidifying cabinets just means that I don't have to worry. So if you have space and you have the budget, it's really not that expensive. Definitely look into those. I think it's time for a coffee. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of trying some new beans, courtesy to my good friend Sam, who brought these all the way from Singapore. Cheers. Definitely on the fruitier side, which I like. I'm not gonna go into tasting notes because I don't want to sound like an absolute censored. It's actually about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and it's a good and bad thing. I'm not very caffeine sensitive, so but I just like the taste, and I also just maybe psychologically feel that if I have a coffee before my workout, they tend to go a bit better. So I'm gonna head over to Kowloon Tsai Park in a bit for an easy run, and I was gonna do a workout as well beforehand, but I got carried away doing some reading. Kowloon Tsai Park has a really special place in my heart. I logged a lot of mileage here when I was younger, and our annual sports day in high school was also held here, so lots of very fond memories. lots of very taxing workouts. And yeah, it's still one of my favorite places to run because it just feels like a little oasis in the middle of Kowloon. Something else that makes Kowloon Thai a fantastic place to run is that if you time your run right, you'll be able to slowly get to see the sun descend past the buildings and below the skyline. You also get to see Lion Rock pretty well, which is a bonus. As you can tell, I'm really enjoying just cruising along at 440 pace. And whenever you have these days, you're just reminded that being able to move freely and exercise is such a privilege. So I just wrapped up the 9th K at Kowloon Thai, and now I'm gonna slowly make my way back to my parents' place, which is another easy 3K. So far, feeling pretty decent. Everything feels surprisingly smooth, especially because I did a 20K training run on Sunday, which is 2 days ago. And so the fact that, you know, my legs don't feel like absolute bricks, it's a win already. So pretty chuffed about that. All right, just wrapped up my easy run. Actually got a K extra, so did 13K in about an hour. Everything felt pretty smooth. Really pleased about how that went. And yeah, just a perfect way to kind of wrap up the day. If you're just starting out running, please don't get discouraged because it does eventually get easier. Because as you get fitter, the range of paces that you're able to tolerate increases, and eventually you're going to have that easy pace where you can just cruise along and just let your mind flow, and yeah, it's just one of the most enjoyable things. This is usually how I like to unwind at the end of a long day, with a mug of peppermint tea and my nylon guitar and some jazz. What I played just now was The Nearness of You, which I think is my favorite standard of all time. I'm sure I'll make a whole video about it at some point and all my other obscure musical tastes. Yeah, I think it's just been such a pleasant whirlwind of a day, and it's days like these that I just feel really grateful for. Truth is that I think I've been struggling more and more to maintain both identities, you know, being a doctor and also being a musician. And even though I feel like in many ways I'm gaining momentum and I'm definitely improving, I still harbor a lot of self-doubt, and I really wonder if I'll ever get to a point where I can be proud of myself. It's something I'm working on a lot in my therapy sessions. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but, you know, having maintained this for sort of 2 years and having dealt with, you know, lots of ups and downs, I feel like every time I even contemplate stopping, like, it feels a little bit more real each time. Having said that, it's opportunities like this and being able to vocalize and share my vision. It's days like this where I feel like a spark is relit in me each time. So after the interview at RTHK, I carried this feeling of hope, really, that, you know, I just need to keep being as honest and authentic as possible, write songs that are true to me, and hopefully I'll find the right people. I just want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I can't describe how much it means to me when, you know, you watch or listen or leave a comment or show some signs of support. It really, really keeps me going. I'm gonna continue paving my own path, no matter how daunting it is. And I will try for as long as I possibly can. Yeah, I can promise you that with confidence. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.